Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are literally breaking down exactly how to construct a custom voice-activated AI operating system designed to completely run your life. We're stepping away from those clunky generic apps and looking at a really fascinating architectural build, one that puts you, not some massive tech company, entirely in control of your data, your tasks, and your daily habits. It's time to take back your time and truly own your personal algorithms.
Now, you might be wondering, why go through the effort of building a custom system? Well, to put it into perspective, we have to look at a massive $1.2 million opportunity cost. Yeah, you heard that right. That painful financial loss is actually what sparked this entire creation in the first place. The entrepreneur behind our source material today missed out on a major early opportunity to invest in Anthropic, the creators of Claude. And why? Simply because of disorganized manual task entry. Crucial details got completely buried in generic tools like Notion. Just an absolute nightmare where important things easily slip through the cracks. This million-dollar mistake proved for sure that relying on standard off-the-shelf apps just wasn't cutting it anymore.
All right, so here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the million-dollar mistake, move into mocking up your dashboard, building the backend brain, setting up Telegram voice, and finally establishing your very own personal AI coach. Okay, Section 1, the million-dollar mistake and escaping the SaaS trap. Let's look a bit closer at that fundamental flaw with standard software as a service applications. The absolutely crucial point here is that we're actively shifting from the old SaaS era into the new AI era. In the old era, you're paying endless subscription fees for generic tools built for millions of other people. You're forced to manually enter data, constantly dragging and dropping items until you're staring at a terrifying 200-item to-do list where, let's be real, absolutely nothing gets done. Plus, all your personal data is locked away in a black box. But in the new AI era, this system is purpose-built specifically for your pain points. You own your memory system. You utilize automated voice logging so you literally never have to type out a task again. And your dashboard adapts to you, not the other way around.
Moving right along to Section 2, mocking up the dashboard, which is our architectural blueprint.
So you're probably thinking, okay, sounds great, but I'm not a developer. How do I actually build this custom dashboard? Actually, it's incredibly accessible now for non-technical users. We don't start with complex backend coding. We start with the visual face of your system. You literally just design your visual layout using Claude Design. You decide exactly where you want your calendar, your habit tracker, the whole shebang. Once you're happy with how it looks, step 2 is just exporting those visual layouts directly into Claude Code. From there, step 3 magically generates the functional website architecture and the actual code elements. You are essentially translating a simple visual wireframe into a living, breathing application, and you don't even need a computer science degree to do it. Which brings us to Section 3, building the backend brain, or your sovereign memory. With the visual face mapped out, we transition into what is arguably the single most vital step of this entire architectural build. For this, the chosen backend is Supabase. You can think of Supabase simply as the brain of your operating system. It's a highly sovereign backend database where your data actually belongs entirely to you. Here, you set up custom schemas, which is really just a fancy way of saying you create specific storage boxes for your business operations, your finances, your daily habits, and your health metrics. This becomes your completely secure knowledge base. And because this memory system securely holds all your knowledge, you can seamlessly plug it into any large language model you want down the road. All right, Section 4, setting up Telegram voice. Basically, giving your AI ears. So, how do we actually get our thoughts into this brain without typing? Well, we give the AI ears. The ultimate solution to that dreaded manual data entry problem is integrating OpenAI Whisper. Whisper is a remarkably advanced speech recognition model. It perfectly handles audio transcription, allowing you to seamlessly log tasks and off-the-cuff thoughts while you're on the go. You can literally map this to the action button on your smartphone, speak your mind, and just let the system do all the heavy lifting. Picture this as a continuous automated loop. Say you're walking down the street, and suddenly you remember you need to send a client proposal. Instead of stopping to type it out, you just open a custom Telegram bot and speak your thought. Instantly, a webhook routes that audio file to a Vercel function. Then, OpenAI Whisper transcribes your spoken words into text. From there, Claude reads that text, figures out exactly what category it belongs to, and assigns it a priority level. Finally, it logs directly into your Supabase database and instantly appears on your dashboard. You spoke a random thought, and seconds later, boom, it's a prioritized task on your screen. Absolutely no typing required. And that leads us to Section 5, your personal AI coach and the journaling loop. This system goes so much further than just managing tasks.
The most powerful daily habit of this new operating system is actually the evening wind-down voice journaling session. Every evening, you use the voice integration to log a completely unfiltered summary of your day. You talk about your wins and accomplishments, you vent about areas of struggle or friction you encountered, you give business operations updates, you can even log your exact meals, like chicken and rice, 550 calories, which the AI then processes against your health metrics. By voicing this directly into the system, you aren't just logging static data, you're actively training the AI on your exact operational playbook.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the payoff. Over months of this journaling habit, the system collects a massive, deeply personal data set of your life. Because it has your historical context, the AI stops being just a static database and transforms into a proactive, personalized mentor. It starts identifying hidden patterns. For example, it might point out that on days following poor sleep, your business output consistently drops. It highlights recurring personal struggles you might not even realize you keep bringing up, like periods of loneliness or burnout. And because it knows your high-level goals, it can sort through thousands of entries to prioritize the top 3 things you, as the CEO of your life, need to tackle today. And here is how beautifully this all comes together on the front end. Your final dashboard elegantly organizes all that complex back-end data onto one, highly organized screen. Your financial pulse tracks your net worth live by pulling data through a Google Sheets API. Your health and nutrition section logs macros using Claude's calorie estimations. Your key tasks section pulls from your custom CRM to highlight your daily priorities. And your daily habits tab tracks your routines, drawing directly from your Supabase memory. Everything is centralized, updated automatically, and entirely customized to your specific life. This brilliantly illustrates the core philosophy behind this entire build. As the original creator noted, the real source of power here isn't the specific buttons or colors on the dashboard. It's the back-end memory system. User interfaces, well, they will always evolve. You might redesign this dashboard 100 times, but securely owning your personal data set, your history, your habits, that is the true, lasting magic here. Because you own that Supabase brain, you can plug that memory into any new AI model or front-end divine that comes out in the future. We've seen how powerful escaping the generic SaaS trap can be, and just how accessible building a personalized architecture really has become. So I want to leave you with this thought. If you started logging your tasks, your routines, and your daily unfiltered thoughts into a system that you completely control, what will your custom AI learn about you? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this inspires you to start building your own custom algorithm today.